What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing day. It has been a very crazy week, I think, for everybody, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about it more later. Today, for episode 2 of my official cutting series, we are going to be doing a full day of eating. So you guys ask me all the time what kind of foods I eat during the day, and obviously this has changed a lot since my bulk, and what I'm doing right now is just counting macros. So starting from the coffee that I have in the morning, the greens that I drink, my pre-workout, post-workout, snacks, everything, I'm going to be showing you guys everything that I eat in this video. Now, disclaimer, if you're watching this video, please listen to this part. My macros will not work for you necessarily. Okay, so my macros that are set to me are for my body, my training, my metabolism, how active I am, my workouts. They're all very specific to you and what your goals are, and mine have changed a lot over the past several weeks. So my coach and I are able to actually figure out what macros are gonna work for me based on, you know, my history of gaining and losing weight. So my macros, I will tell you, which, like, this isn't something that I normally even do just because it seems weird and people will try to follow it, but my macros right now are 140 grams of protein, 250 grams of carbs, and 50 grams of fat. So that's where I'm at right now. Again, it probably will not work for you. Who knows what's gonna happen if you're gonna gain or lose if you decide to follow my macros. But if you do wanna figure out your own macros and you wanna figure out nutrition, and that's a goal of yours, then my Body by Britt link is always down in the description box, and we can totally have a conversation and work on that. But in the meantime, I am going to run and get my cup of coffee, which I'm gonna show you, healthy Starbucks drinks coming at you, and then we will come back and make breakfast. So if you guys are interested in learning everything that I eat in a day, how much, how I make it, how I count it, everything else, then just keep watching. And I will quickly show you my outfit of the day. I feel like I've been showing these in the past couple videos, so I might as well just keep it up. I am wearing the wrap bra in size extra small, and this one actually isn't out yet. I've had it for a lot of months, and I'm pretty sure it is actually launching the second week of June, so be on the lookout for another ALPHALETE launch. I don't know what they're calling the color yet, but this is it. I wear it all the time. I wish it would already launch so that you guys can get it. And for the bottom, I have on the Revival biker shorts, and these ones are in the color Comet. I actually don't have this color in the leggings, but I wish I did because it's really beautiful. But yeah, these are the biker shorts. I'm wearing a size small in the shorts, extra small in the bra, and I like roll mine up a little bit just because I prefer like this length on me, if that makes sense. But yep, I'm heading to Starbucks. I was about to record, but right across from me up on the road, there's like all these teenage boys just standing there. And you know, when you just record yourself and teenage boys make fun of you. Okay, we're gonna do it anyway. All right, I just got back to my house from Starbucks, and I'm gonna quickly show you my coffee order. So this is my healthy coffee order of choice right now. I will just put it up here so you can kind of see what it looks like. A venti iced coffee with only sugar-free vanilla, no classic, a little bit of soy, and sometimes I throw a shot of espresso in there. That's what I did today. Now we are going to go inside and make breakfast. Okay, so back home now, and I'm going to make breakfast, but first, for my greens, as you guys know, I use the Ghost Greens powder. These ones are in the lime flavor, and I much prefer this flavor over the original. And I am, oh my gosh, did you just see that? And I love taking the greens just because I feel like I am not like the best at eating my veggies. I suck at remembering to take vitamins. Like, I have these ones behind me that sit there all the time. I don't know the last time I took them. I'm just not good at it. So I like taking these because I don't have to worry about getting all my greens and reds in for the day. The Ghost Greens are a green and red combination, so you get both with it. And also, if you didn't watch my last video, the greens really help regulate my digestion more than anything. I bloat really bad. I don't have awesome digestion, especially during my bulk, and these are super helpful. So highly recommend if you want to grab them. Code Britt. I use them every day. There's always a link in my description. This all of the way. I'm going to be starting out with my oats. I use the Quaker oats right here, just the regular ones. And these are the old-fashioned, not the 1-minute ones. I'm going to pour out 40 grams, and then I'm gonna pop some water in this, and then put it in the microwave for 1 minute. Just about that much. And then while that cooks, I'm going to be cooking up 3 slices of the Jenny O turkey bacon. If you don't have access to the Jenny O one, this is the leanest one that I've ever been able to find. There is a brand called Butterball that I believe is just as lean or like really, really similar to this one. Ignore my baby nail right there. But I'm going to just pop this on my skillet and cook it up. And the trick for the oats so they don't overflow is put them in for your 1 minute. Take them out, stir them, and then put them in for additional 30-second increments until they are how you want them. So this right here is about the consistency that I like my oats. I don't like them to be like too runny, too watery. So I'm just going to take these and add my favorite protein for oats. This is the Ghost vegan protein in the chocolate cereal milk. I'm gonna go ahead and just do a whole scoop today. Now I specifically prefer having the vegan protein in the morning. I'm not very sensitive to dairy, but I can find that I'm sometimes sensitive to whey. It just depends. So I'd just rather be safe and in the morning have the vegan version. And I also find that the vegan chocolate specifically tastes the least like protein when mixed into oats. Oh, Mila's over there squeaking. So as you can see, these oats are gonna need a little bit of water because these aren't gonna mix in super well. After you mix it in, that's kind of what it looks like. And as you can see, it literally looks like chocolate oats. Like they're not like gross chalky oats, you know what I mean? And then last but not least, to really make it taste like dessert here, I am going to be adding in raspberries. So I generally just add these kind of as I see fit. It's usually, I don't know, somewhere around like 40 or 50 grams. I'll just kind of add enough so that I have a raspberry in every bite. That is usually my goal. So I'll just stop at 50, and these are our completed oats. All right, so now I am out on my patio here. I need to fix my rug. I've got Mila, I've got my plants, I've got my view that I'm not gonna show you. Oats, raspberries, protein, my 3 slices of turkey bacon, my coffee, and my green. And Mila will be here begging the whole entire time for the bacon, as usual. But these are the macros of this meal right here. If you guys are interested in trying it out, this is probably my favorite meal of the day. I eat it every single day. This is just an easy way to get a good source of protein in the morning. Get your greens, get your protein, get it all at once. It's a good, well-rounded meal. I always feel really good after I eat this one. So I'm going to get a little bit of work done, enjoy my quiet time this morning on my patio, and I will see you guys at meal 2. So I just got home. We are ready for meal number 2. I actually just got back from a laser hair removal appointment. Maybe TMI, but I'm getting Brazilian laser hair removal, and it's this whole freaking process. And you know what? I was so nervous, but it actually wasn't that painful. Like, it was fine, and I feel like it's totally gonna be worth it, you know? So I'll let you know how that goes in a future video if you're curious. But I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my next meal. This is a meal that you have totally seen before if you've been following me for a while, and this is just kind of my go-to chicken and rice meal that I have all the time. It's easy, it's simple, it's really, really filling, and it just does the trick for me. So you just need some chicken, some rice, some spinach or any green vegetable of your choice, and mozzarella. This is the part skim, like low moisture mozzarella. And basically, I am just going to cook all of this up in a pan. I use the Uncle Ben's Ready Rice, the Jasmine, and I just use the whole packet, which comes out to 52 grams of carbohydrates. So I have this, and then I usually have one more meal right before the gym, and I'll go work out, and then I'll have the rest of my meals. So I'm gonna just throw this together. So I will note this chicken in particular, this is Meyer brand, and it's shredded rotisserie chicken. And when I'm in a rush, I just like to have this on hand. It is a bit higher fat content than if I just cooked chicken fresh, because obviously it's a rotisserie chicken, so there is some oil in it. There's about, I wanna say like 6 grams of fat per serving of this. And I measure out 3 ounces like this and throw it in the pan. And that is 3 ounces right there. And perfect timing, my rice is done. I just pour this whole packet in here. And I add in however much spinach, usually, I don't know, about that. Now, a note for you guys that struggle to get your greens in, or you're not a big fan of vegetables, use spinach. You can put spinach into your pasta, into your rice, into your sandwiches, into anything, and honestly, it doesn't really taste like much of anything. I even got my twin brother on this who hates vegetables, and I just like, you cook it in there and it cooks down to almost nothing, and you don't really taste it. It adds a little bit of volume, and it's a good way to just make your diet a little bit healthier, you know, include your greens. And last but not least, you are going to measure out about 20 grams of mozzarella cheese here. And I just put this on the top last. All right, so this is the finished product. This is just such a super easy to make meal. The macros for this one are going to be right here on the screen, and I will check back with you guys in just a little bit for my pre-workout meal. It is time for meal number 3, which is also my pre-workout meal. I generally work out at night. I probably shouldn't. I think I would have better workouts during the day, but whatever, this is just how I do it. So it is about 6 p.m. now. I'm going to be heading to the gym for a leg day. So I try to focus the majority of my carbs at my pre-workout meal if I can, so that I have all of that energy for my actual workout. When you guys see this meal, you're gonna be like, wow, Brittany, you are just a lazy shit, because all of your meals are just microwavable and simple. But sometimes you just want it to be easy and you don't want to sit down and cook a million things. And for those of you who, I don't know, maybe you don't have access to a stovetop all the time, or you want something simple, or more importantly, you want something inexpensive, honestly, this is like literally an amazing meal plan for that purpose if you're trying to get lean. And I find because I eat the same stuff all the time, it saves me money to buy it in bulk, and it's just really easy to make. I can meal prep it in 5 minutes. Like, I don't ever spend an hour and a half on my food, but for now it works out really, really well. First thing you are going to need, this is the all natural Laura's lean beef. This is just a 92% lean, 8% fat beef. For me, since I only have 50 grams of fat per day, then this just kind of saves me some space on that. So I'm going to cook that up until it's brown. I will be cooking 3 ounces of that, and then you're gonna laugh, I'm gonna be mixing it in with this ready pasta. This is a super, super easy carb source. This one is just the Berea ready pasta fully cooked, and I will have 1 cup of this cooked, which is half the bag. I will be topping it with some pasta sauce. This is just like a low sugar one that I found. Unless you have access to Walden Farms, pretty much all pasta sauces are created equal. I will be mixing in, once again, spinach, topping it with a little bit more of this part skim mozzarella. Use whatever you want. And then on my way to the gym, I usually have rice cakes and a little bit of jam. So this is just a Smucker's raspberry jam and a caramel corn Quaker rice cake. So I have 2 of these with 2 tablespoons of jam, so a tablespoon on each one, which sounds super sweet, and for most people it might be, but it's a really easy carb source, and I find that like the sugar spike before my workout actually helps me, because I generally don't eat a lot of sugary foods anyway. When I start getting like serious on my meal plans and counting my macros, I don't reach for sweets, so it's kind of the only sweet thing I have during the day is this right here before my workout. So got this, got my 3D for before I go, even though it's 6 p.m. So we're gonna cook this up. 3 ounces. I just season this with garlic powder, pepper, and salt. So while that cooks behind me, I'm just going to pull out my 2 rice cakes here. So I just take my tablespoon of jam here, put that on my rice cakes, and then, this looks so bizarre, and then I just spread it on my rice cake like this. Got my 2 rice cakes. Ready to go. I have my beef, got my pasta, and I'm just gonna measure out 2 half cups of this to add to the beef. Okay, so I just add that in there. My very large handful of spinach, a little bit of this pasta sauce here. 57 grams. And then once the spinach cooks down a little bit, I will top it off with cheese. All right, you guys, so here we have the finished product. We have our pasta, spinach, sauce, mozzarella cheese, and ground beef, and then 2 of these caramel rice cakes with just jam on top. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the macros for this meal right here on the screen. This is a super fast, again, it only took like 5 minutes to make this whole meal. That's what I love. I want it to be quick, I want it to be easy, and my BBB clients know this. All of the meals that they are served, for the most part, they can just throw everything into one pan, cook it, eat it, and be on their way. And that's kind of my goal for them, just something easy and simple. So that is what I have here. I'm gonna eat this, eat my rice cakes in the car, and then I will be hitting legs at the gym today. And in videos coming in the future, I will definitely be showing you guys workouts again, because here in Kentucky, gyms are now open. So we have that to look forward to. But I will see you guys for my post-workout shake. All right, you guys, I am back from the gym now. As you can see, I'm kind of a mess, so please excuse that. It is kind of late now. It is 10 o'clock. So I'm having my post-workout shake, and for this shake, I'm going to be using the Ghost Chips Ahoy protein. This is my favorite protein to blend with ice. It tastes like cookie ice cream kind of. And as a little trick to get some of my carbs in, because my carbs are still pretty high, they're 250 grams a day, I combine this with oats, ice, and a little bit of almond milk, and that helps me get in both my protein and my carbs that are needed for the rest of the day. I'm gonna be blending this all together with some ice, and I will show you guys the final product. Is that good? Can you guys see that well enough? You know, I wish I had a videographer living with me at all times, but this is kind of just what I've got. So we're going to start with our almond milk. We are going to be doing 50 milliliters of almond milk. Then I'm gonna take my oats, same ones that I used this morning, and I'm going to be doing 40 grams of oats, which is the same serving that I had this morning. And then we're going to add our scoop of Chips Ahoy. And there's literally, like, if you guys didn't know, like, I feel like I have to show you now because it's just really cool. Like, in the Chips Ahoy protein, there's literally little cookie bits. Can you see that? Will my camera focus on it? There's like little bits of Chips Ahoy cookie literally in the protein. So, you know it's good, right? Pour it in there. And then a good handful of ice. And then I'm going to add just enough water to meet where like the protein is, so everything will actually blend together. So you can see that there is now water right where the protein is. We blend it. Okay, now look at this goodness. Do you see that? That's like ice cream, but Chips Ahoy ice cream. This is my post-workout shake. I will put the macros of this right here. I'm going to eat it like ice cream. Honestly, it's so freaking good. That's what it tastes like. Mila! She just found another squeaky toy. This is her pink elephant. I'm gonna eat this. Hopefully it helps me to not eat the Halo Top ice cream that is stocked up in my fridge right now. But highly recommend. I'm gonna have this, and I will see you guys probably in a couple hours when I go to bed at like 1 a.m. per usual for my before bed snack. What's up, you guys? So it is kind of the next day. When I got home from the gym last night, I was not doing so well. I was very tired, very dead, very much crashing. Sorry, Mila's yawning in the back. So I didn't record my final meal, but it's the same every single day. So I'm gonna show you right now what my final meal for the day will be, and that is going to finish out my macros, and then I'm heading out because I got some plans, so I got ready, you know, I'm feeling myself. So all we're going to be having is some yogurt. This is kind of my like snack meal of the day. Sometimes I eat it fresh, sometimes I'll make it like around dinner time and then freeze it and kind of treat it like it's frozen yogurt, which, you know, it isn't, but we can pretend. So this is what we're gonna have. I like to have something that is high in protein without being high in fat and high in carbs at the end of the day, so my body doesn't have trouble digesting it. My favorite thing to do is Greek yogurt. So this is the Oikos brand. This one is probably my favorite. It's the 000 one, and you can either get these little packets if you're on the go. This one is a coconut flavor, or you can get just like the big jar of this. And this is usually what I get, and I get it in the vanilla flavor. And I'm just going to add this into a bowl with cut up strawberries and some Ghirardelli chocolate. I just do 1 square of this to get in some extra carbs and fat, and it gives me a treat. And if some point during the day I'm really craving chocolate, then I can just have this square. But I really like to just break it up into my yogurt with my strawberries, so I'll show you how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to be starting with 3/4 of a cup of this, which is a serving, so we're just gonna do that here. And then I do 100 grams of strawberries. So this is what we have here, and then I'm just going to top it off with my chocolate crumbled up. I forgot that that had a filling in it of raspberry. So anyway, that is what we have. This will be my final meal, my little snack to end the day with a dessert. So I'm going to put the macros for my yummy yogurt bowl right here for you guys to see, and that totals out my macros for the day right here. So I was just about perfectly on track and under my amount of calories, which is totally ideal, and this is honestly a super normal day for me. Obviously, since I do count macros, I have flexibility, but these are some of my favorite meals, really easy to make, really quick, no stress, like my go-tos if I ever just, you know, don't want to think about what I'm eating for the day. This is a perfect way for me to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this and you want to see more full day of eatings, because obviously my food does change around. But this is where my macros are for now, and I hope you guys do enjoy it, and I hope you do enjoy this video. So thank you for watching. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one.